You got the boys with the toys in the basement making noise? Hello and welcome to Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy. This is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. So right now I'm currently at a local pond. With some strong camp killer vibe here. I love it. This is part of a summer program. I always get like some really crazy cool Friday the 13th vibe from this. So I think I might have to indulge in a little bit of camp slashering when I get back home. We'll see.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th, rated R.
Yes. The 80s definitely had the best slashers. Alright, as we're making it back to the headquarters, the 80s in particular had the best slasher camp films. Friday the 13th, all the copies of Friday the 13th, even so far as Sleepaway Camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been at Sleepaway Camp for almost 3 weeks, and I'm getting very scared.
Someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death. Sleepaway Camp. You won't be coming home. Rated R.
And the Sleepaway Camp knockoff.
They found him naked on the beach, holding the chopped off head of another camper.
This is something, Felissa Rose, I tell you, man. I met her at a convention, and I actually had my Camp Agawa closed sign. I've made a full-size 1:1 scale prop of the Camp Agawa closed. And I carried it around like an idiot. And she knew, because she was the only person there from that movie, that I made that and brought that there for her specifically to sign. And she was very flattered. And they saw I was struggling carrying it around. They offered to go, "You can keep it here and pick it up later." And I'm like, "No, I got it signed. I got my picture." It's one of my favorite ones. She has it signed and it says, "Meet me at the waterfront after the social." And you all know what happened then. When that happened in the movie, you know what happened there. One of the most climactic and shocking and revealing ends of a horror film in 80s history. I'm gonna catch up with the group now, and I will catch up with you later.
The body count continues. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Jeff?
The day you count on for terror is not over. Friday the 13th, Part 2, rated R.
Okay, this is day 2 at the pond. You see them all the time in the horror films. And another great film I forgot to mention yesterday after Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp is The Burning.
This summer, if you're planning to go camping, don't. If you're looking forward to midnight swims, don't. And if you're thinking about being with someone where no one can see you, don't. Because this summer, a legend of terror isn't just a campfire story anymore. The Burning.
Tom Savini's other masterpiece he did right after he did the original Friday the 13th.
Again and again and again.
Tom Savini did the special effects of Friday the 13th, but he didn't do them in part 2 or part 3 because, in his opinion, he thought it was done. Jason was gone, his mother was the killer. But when we were able to re-resurrect the character of Jason and make him a presence and a legend to be had, he, I'm just making sure they're okay. Tom Savini, he returned to Friday the 13th series in part 4.
Jason is back. 3 times before,
Sorry, you change your mind?
you have felt the terror, known the madness, lived the horror. But this is the one you've been screaming for. Because Friday, April 13th, will be Jason's unlucky day. Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Was quite possibly the greatest one. The first 2 are great, the third one kind of standalone, the 4th one's great, and then so on and so forth. They have their own merit. If you haven't seen any of them, watch part 1 and part 2 together because they make good bookends. And those are the ones that were filmed in the New Jersey, Connecticut area. After that, they moved down to Georgia, and you can tell by the 3rd one that Camp Crystal Lake went from this kind of thing to a backwoods swamp. But it didn't really matter because we really were concentrating on the 3D. And the fact that in part 3, Jason gets his mask for the first time.
On Friday, August 13th, an all-new 3-dimensional process will put you in the picture, whether you want to be there or not. Friday the 13th, Part 3 in Super 3D. Join Jason in the woods on his day, if you dare. Friday the 13th, Part 3 in Super 3D. Rated R.
Friday the 13th, Part 3 opens Friday the 13th at selected theaters and drive-ins.
Now I gotta get back because all the counselors are ready and the kids are all accounted for. Another thing you need when you're dealing with killer camp slash film is you need the love interest.
Aww.
And she'll have to do it.
Thanks.
That is another element and aspect. And here, of course, is the cabin. The canoe is in the back. And the overpopulated area and the swampy area. This is where the stuff in the 3rd reel happens. It's beautiful during the day, but at night, all those branches start to look like demonish kind of claws cutting into the silhouette of the full moon. I currently find myself with the other counselors, but I'm in the back of the path. This is where the people get killed. The ones that people who lag behind. People who lag behind want to get whacked out first. It's like the Jurassic Park tall grass factor. One of the things that's overlooked a lot in horror films, you want to be very careful when you're in a camp killer movie and you have to use the stalls. These fortunately don't even have doors, but they did. You could get locked in and some crazy killer could do some kind of psycho torture thing like drop a thing of bees. Or just genuinely terrifying things happen in the bathroom at these camps. Well, actually, it's very clean, to be honest. This is what you call the classic wandering off scene, where you wander off into a part away from the water from the rest of the group. And then the camp killer comes and gets you. How camp killer is that?
Hey, Bobbery Bob. Hey, hey, Bobbery Bob. What the hell are you doing here? I bet the rest of the boys will be interested in seeing you.
Hey, Kenny, you scared all the chicks away. Kenny, let's go!
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
Bob, Bob, a rebob. Bob, Bob, a rebob.